It's a Langaw. Digital Renminbi is not new. I thought that you have WeChat. I thought you have Alipay. It's a fantastic day because I'm here with a new video and you're here watching. Welcome to my channel. Hi everyone, I am Franco here in Beijing. So I just want to share to you about this news that it's been going around here about this digital renminbi or digital yuan, so some people call it. It's exciting topic for me because it's something that I will witness firsthand because I'm here in China. So but before I talk about the topic, I know some parts of the world they lifted the quarantine, and like in Philippines they lowered down the strict measures for the quarantine and they open the businesses, but I hope you're still minding yourself, and I hope that you're still practicing the precautionary measures. So back to the topic. So maybe you're wondering what is Chinese renminbi and what is Chinese yuan. This is how I learned about here in China when I did Chinese lesson. So renminbi is the official name of the Chinese currency. The term yuan is mostly known internationally, like when back in the Philippines and in Cambodia, like I know Chinese yuan more than the Chinese renminbi. But technically, they call it Chinese renminbi officially. Bongga. If I'm not mistaken, yuan is like the term, the name of the unit, the money itself. But renminbi and yuan is not commonly used here by the locals here in China. They use the term kwai. They're using it like 10 kwai, 20 kwai, but of course they're saying like 10 kwai or 10 kwai. Like if you're just discussing about money, they're using the number with kwai. If that makes sense. Like I'm not sure if I'm clear with that, but for me, that's how in my head, like if I'm talking to a seller, she's telling me the item is like kwai, so that's money. Personally, I don't use the term renminbi or yuan to a local person. It's just a term. So I hope we're clear about that. Some of you will ask, like, digital renminbi is not new because there's WeChat, there's Alipay, there's UnionPay. Maybe I will discuss a little bit of what I know, what the difference of those payments. First, UnionPay. So UnionPay for me is an equivalent of Visa. So UnionPay, it's based in China. UnionPay is something that I think that it's mostly used in China, and then they can use it internationally. When we're in Ireland, it's something that we look for, the UnionPay logo, so that we can use our Chinese bank cards. And then WeChat and Alipay is a private company. I hope I got it right. Like I think they're private companies that they made an app. WeChat is like WhatsApp. It's a means of communication, but here in China, it become a bigger scale. You can use it as a payment through scanning the QR code. Because in WeChat, you can link it into your bank account, and then you can transfer directly from your bank account to a WeChat wallet, which is you can use for everything. WeChat is the mostly used app here to pay groceries, to pay in the restaurants. I myself don't use Alipay because I don't use Alipay. I just don't. When my husband company are helping us to settle down here in 2018, they help us to open a bank account, and then the bank helped me to set up my WeChat Pay. Leave a comment if you find a discrepancy of what I'm saying, but this is my experience. So I have the WeChat account already before coming here in China. When the bank is helping me out to do my WeChat Pay, they asked me to make a new WeChat account, which is downloaded here in China. That's why for me, I don't have Alipay because WeChat is something that it's very known here in China. But I think Alipay and WeChat are the same. It's so hard to explain, but so you have your app on your phone, and then you have WeChat, and then there's like inside WeChat, there's like a mini program. They call it mini program that you can use to do online shopping or to know more about them, to inquire, to message them, to go to their hotline. So that's the thing. So that's why WeChat is not just a messenger tool for people to people. The big question is, what will be the difference the digital renminbi or digital yuan makes if you have those WeChat and Alipay already there in China. So from what I read, basically and cash in your central bank app in your phone. Not here in Beijing but different parts of China. The small businesses prefer cash. And the old people mostly use cash because they cannot keep up with the technology. And that's very understandable. I'm not sure where, but there will be a 4 cities that they will be starting using this digital cash. And then they targeting to fully launch this across China by mid of next year, 2021. Wow! They're targeting the fast-paced businesses and the offline transaction, especially when you paying person to person. So you can just, this is what I read, that you can just put your phone together, just like Bluetooth or not even maybe Bluetooth, but it's an offline transaction, which is nice because as you know that the WeChat and Alipay works only with the internet. My husband is saying that WeChat can be used offline, but I haven't experienced that yet. I will tell you a story about my experience that for me, this digital renminbi is an advantage for everyone.
One eternity later.
Okay, so this is the story that I want to share to you. That's why I feel like this digital renminbi is is an advantage. So back in 2018, we're new here in China. I think it's November 2018. I got sick and then I went to the hospital. I have a 11 a.m. appointment to the hospital and then it's quite far from where we live. I have a schedule on a Monday and I didn't realize that there will be a longer travel because of the traffic. So my appointment is 11 and then I left home like around 9:30. I thought that like 1.5 hour travel is enough, but it's not. Here in our community, the signal is not quite good. So mostly I'm using Wi-Fi here at home. So before I leave, I book my Uber, like it's called Didi here, taxi, before I'm leaving the house so that he will be in our gate by the time I start walking. So yeah, so I book it online using a Wi-Fi, and then when I go to the taxi, I realized that my signal is flickering while in the taxi, that my phone it doesn't have internet. I feel like it's just it happened to me before that like I just need to restart my phone because mostly I'm using Wi-Fi and then getting signal outside is quite hard. So to get the story short, I start to get paranoid because I'm late with my doctor's appointment. And then the traffic is so bad. I cannot see where are we on my phone. It's my first time to go to that hospital. So I saw in the driver's phone that it's just very near. And I don't want to be late in my appointment. So I just told him that, okay, I'll just walk because the traffic is really bad. So when I get off the taxi, walking few minutes where I thought that's the hospital is, I got lost. I cannot find the hospital. I don't know where I am. I don't know what to do. My phone doesn't have signal. As you know that Google is not really accessible here in China, so I cannot do translation. So, but I tried. So I went to a security guard of a business and asking where is the hospital. I'm ignored. They cannot speak English. For a few minutes, I'm really late, like almost like 30 minutes late in the hospital appointment. I don't know what to do. And I don't have WeChat. I don't have internet. I cannot connect to WeChat. I cannot tell my husband what's happening. I'm trying to call our IE, but my phone is not connecting. So that's the downfall of being relied to technology. So my phone will be my translator, my map, my money. So I sat on the bench and tried to figure out what to do. And this is like I'm late for my appointment, like 40 minutes or so. So I decided to open Google Maps thankfully, the night before I go to sleep, I googled how far is the destination, the hospital, the from our home, so that I can know the time travel. So, and then luckily that the dot in Google Map, it's still there. Like, where's my destination and where I am, because Google still work offline. I'm really lucky that time that I could just see, okay, that's the hospital, that's where the hospital is. So I was saved by Google that time. So I just walked to go there, and an hour late with my doctor's appointment. What happened is my SIM card got busted, that I need to change it. As what I said, like, that's my translator, my map, my wallet. So that's everything, and the information, like, what I need to do. So I got the appointment and blah 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 blah, etc. And then the going back home is another story again. The receptionist in the hospital helped me to book a taxi so I can just pay him by cash. The funny part about that is, like, I only have like 20 kwai, but the taxi is like 40. So I don't have much cash with me. So I need to use WeChat. So I need to scan him, like, because, like, if we arrive in the destination, I need to scan him. But the problem is, like, when you scan him, he needs to know that he's been paid. And I don't have internet to confirm that. I need to go home and to connect to Wi-Fi to confirm that he need to pay. But of course, a stranger, a driver won't do that with the foreigners. So because it's going to be, you know, all the dilemma. So I told him I need to go to the ATM and pay him by cash. So that's the story. It's so frustrating for me that time, because it's so long. Like, you're sick and you need to deal with technology and you don't know what to do, lost in translation, da da da. So that's why, for me, this digital Renminbi option is really an advantage, because, like, there are moments like my story, I have cash but it's not enough. So it's good to have an option like that. You can put a little bit of your cash if you have that digital Renminbi, that you can work offline, that you don't need internet. Like in my case, like, my SIM card was busted. So for me, this digital Renminbi is really a good option.
A few moments later.
If you're here in China, I hope you get excited for the digital money, or not. So leave your comment. If you don't like it, let me know in the comment section. But don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And I'm here trying to upload every week for you guys. So I hope you like it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.